I'm just going to talk as loud as I can and try not to sound like I'm yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. So, okay, making it loud. Let's make some food. Woo! Okay, here we go. Talking loud, making rice cakes today. We're not talking about those styrofoam kind of rice cakes that nobody likes, even though we pretend to. I don't pretend to. Ugh, they're awful. These are good. These are made out of whole grains, which I have sprouted and then cooked. You don't have to sprout them first, just cook your grains. I've used a combination of brown rice, brown basmati rice is my favorite, and quinoa for these today, and that seems to work really well because the quinoa, you know, is a terrific grain with all of its complete proteins and everything, and the brown rice is also a terrific grain, and because it's long, it kind of crosshatches and holds the little round quinoas together so these cakes don't fall apart. So, the first thing you need to do is cook your grains. The second thing you need to do is make flax eggs. You're going to need 2 cups of cooked grains, so cook what you want accordingly. If you have extra grain, that's a good thing. Then you need 2 flax eggs. A flax egg is a tablespoon of ground flax meal, which you should know about. If you don't know about that, look it up. Grind it yourself. Don't buy it already ground up. Keep it in the refrigerator, the ground meal. So, 1 tablespoon of ground flax meal plus 3 tablespoons of water stirred up together. You need 2 flax eggs. So that is, do the math with me, 2 tablespoons of ground flax meal and 6 tablespoons of water, which comes to 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of water if you want to do it that way. Stir it up together. I'm going to put this in writing for you, don't worry. Okay, stir it up together and put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. That's really, really, really important. Okay, and when it chills and the flax does its gelling magic, you get this thing that acts like an egg, and it sticks your grains together, holds them together, and makes for a really nice little rice cake. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, because I can see it, but it'd help more if you could. So here we go. Goodbye. Okay, here we go. I have, right here, I gotta move things a little bit. Tilt it back up, just a little. Sorry. Ah! Crap! Pause. Okay, back to it. Rice cakes. I have 1 cup of cooked brown rice and 1 cup of cooked quinoa in my bowl. I have 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I'll sprinkle that in. I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle that in. And then I have 1 tablespoon of herbs. Today I've mixed up oregano and basil, which is a nice combination here. Use whatever you like, dried herbs. Get those into the bowl. Kind of mix them together just a little bit. And then take your flax egg that's been in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. 2 flax eggs. Pardon me, this is 2 flax eggs. 2. Okay. Pour that into the mix. Basically, it's 1 flax egg per cup of grain. So if you're multiplying this recipe, that's all you need to know. Alright, throw that in there. Give it a stir. I'm rattled because the iPad fell off the tripod. That scared me. I'm going to finish this though. Okay. And stir. A little more stirring. I know, it's fascinating to watch me stir. Alright? I know. Okay. Still stirring. A little more stirring. Now, what you start to see is it looks like something that has eggs stirred into it. And that's what you want. It kind of gets a little sticky and goopy. Whoop, jumped. And when it looks all stirred up, it's all stirred up. Get rid of your spoon. Get a 1/2 cup measuring cup. And measure out 4 little patties here. This is a parchment-lined baking pan My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and 2 generous cups of grain to start with will make 4 nice half-cup patties. If you have a little bit left over, just spread it around and share the grainy love. Okay, get rid of that. This pan is still kind of hot because I just took some of these out of the oven. Now, you can see, okay? Parchment lined pan, your little patties. Now flatten those out till they're just about the size of an English muffin. In fact, this is what we use them for most often here. We like to have English muffins with avocado and tomato on them in the morning. And so instead of eating flour products lately, we've been kind of on a whole grain kick, which I will talk about more on my blog. And this has been a really, really good substitution for toast and English muffins in the morning. These are nice and hearty and moist and delicious, and you can season them any way you like. You can put anything on top of them you want to. If you wanted to leave out the herbs and the nutritional yeast, they'd be really good with peanut butter and jam on them. I mean, it's pretty endless. I've only just started making them recently, and so I'm still exploring what these guys can do, but I love them so far. Okay, wiping my hands off. I'm here. Sorry, this is weird. Okay, now, if I can bring this back up without dropping the iPad again. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at me, looking at you. Put them in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. After 30 minutes, flip them over. They're going to slide right off of that parchment. It's going to be really easy. Cook them for another 20 minutes, and that's it. They're done. Okay. And then they look like this. Nice and yummy. Okay. If you like my video, and I hope you do, even though it's really weird and silly, please click like down below. Share the recipes. Share my blog. There's a link right below the video. You'll find a link to my blog. And when I put this recipe up in writing on the blog, I will post a link there to that also. And I think that's all I got for you today. Enjoy your rice cakes. Have a good day. Bye.
Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is